First, you're gonna wanna prime. I like to use this Mario Badescu facial spray as my primer and my setting spray. Sometimes I just like to spray my face, cause like why not? Like I remember seeing the boys around with no shirt on, and I was like, why can't I do that? I felt very oppressed. I just remember that was like a big resentment I had, like to this day. What if I even got titties? This is the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer, and I don't know, no one really had a really good answer for me besides they just didn't want to see it. So that was stupid. Number one. And then I remember, you know, my sister had just got her hair cut short. My brother already had short hair. My mom had short hair too. And my dad was balding. Everyone around me had short hair, so I was like, can I have short hair? That would be cool. Like, can I have short hair? And I remember my mom was like,
Are you sure about that?
I was like, yes, of course, I'm sure. I'm sure. I had like this little, you know, like that. Like all I could think of was like Judy, like a Judy haircut. And I was like, girl, I'm tired of this Judy shit. Like, can I please cut my hair short? And this woman had the audacity to say that I could cut my hair, but it had to be some kind of weird hybrid shit where it was like short and long at the same time. Girl, I look like coconut head.
They're the same picture.
It was not right. It was not right. No, it was not. No, it was not. After I had that haircut for a while, that she would consider letting me get my hair cut short. So I had my hair cut like that probably for a year or something like that. I don't know. And then finally I was like, I still want my hair short. Like, let's go. And she was like,
Okay.
so I got my hair cut short. I was like 6.5. And then we're gonna go in with some concealer. It's color correct because I do be having some bags and some redness. So these are the LA Girl Pro Concealers. And they're hella good. You don't really need that much. I use hella just because I'm extra like that. But I have the peach and the green corrector. And so we had to line up for the girls and boys bathroom in separate lines. And I lined up in the girls line because I was supposed to go to the girls bathroom, right? You know? And I just remember how when I got in that girls line, these kids when I go, excuse me, you're in the wrong line. And I was like, no, I'm not. They were like, but you're a boy. And I was like, but out loud I was like, my name's Margaret. Like, I'm a girl. Like, this is the line I gotta be in. And they were like,
That is not correct.
I was like, oh my God, can I just go to the bathroom? I remember vividly being like, I will pull down my pants right here. I'll show you. I will show you that I am in the right line. And the teacher had to be like, now guys, this is our new student, Margaret. She's in the correct line. Let's just leave her be. And everyone was like, oh, this over some short hair. Oh, I just had short hair. You could, You couldn't live in Michigan, be a girl, and have short hair and be in a line without somebody harassing you. But I was sitting on my desk, and I probably said something straight up, just like, I kind of want to be a boy. And the kids were like, ooh, I dare you to come to school tomorrow dressed like a boy. And I was like, that sounds lit. Okay. This was 4th grade. So I was probably 9 at this time, 8 or 9. And what they did was, so Margaret is my dead name. So they covered Mar on top of my desk, and they were like, because we were talking about what my boy name would be, right? And they were like, it could be Garrett, and I was like, that's it, that's the one for me. And so I was like, okay, say less. So I went home, and you know what, like I was like hella jealous of all the boys at school that had like the Heelys, the Converse. Like I just wanted to be like cool like them so bad. And so I put on my little Converse. Probably didn't even fit me right, you know. That I had to beg my grandparents to get, you know, because they hella stingy. They didn't want to buy me no clothes that they felt like I didn't need. Every single day for those 3 years when I lived in Michigan, from 2nd to 4th grade, my family, my classmates, my teachers were like, why don't you grow out your hair? Why didn't you grow out your hair? Like, why do you have short hair? I don't get it. And I'd be like,
shut the fuck up! Bitch! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck!
And it was just like dealing with that every day. I was like, okay, fine. I'll just grow out my hair then. So I grew out my hair. But what I did was I put on this hoodie, and I just like hid my hair in the hoodie. I came to school, and I had utmost confidence. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. Like, I was like, I thought I was it. Like, I thought I was that hoe. Like, so I came in, and everyone was like, mind you, like, they were setting me up to bully me. That's all they were doing. But I knew what was going on. I just didn't care, because I was like, y'all gonna bully me regardless. I might as well do some shit I want to do.
I don't care about my haters, and if you want to fight me, then fight me.
So, came in, told my teacher to start calling me Garrett, and she said,
I mean, that has to be a mistake because...
Hell nah.
I was like, damn, like, so it's like that then. They were like, well, you're a girl. Like, I'm not gonna call you a boy's name. And I was like, but why does it matter? Like, I remember my teacher said, I mean, I'll call you Mags. I'll call you Mags. And I was like, what about Max though? And she was like, yeah. But I think she thought I said Mags too. So and I was like, oh, I got you there. I was like, so call me Max. And she was like, oh, you said Max? No. And I was like, ah, there's literally girls named Max. Like, I don't understand. That don't make no sense. So next, I'm gonna use this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer to kind of correct the colors we just did. Tested a couple times. Just every year after that, I made a little attempts here and there to try to get people to call me Garrett, but again, you know, just no one was calling me that. So I kind of just gave up on it for a while. I just kind of thought, I guess I'm just a really sensitive girl who can't handle being a girl. Oh well. Like, you know, it's hard to be a girl. Like, I just was like, I just gotta give up on this name thing. And so I remember like seeing Justin Bieber for the first time. remember cringing. Girl, I was a stan. Hell yeah, I was a stan. But like, it was like multi-layered. You know what I mean? Like, I remember watching the One Less Lonely Girl, and I was like, it's corny as hell. But I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had his swagger. I really do. I really do. It's the same thing with Jesse McCartney. I just really, really wanted it. That swag, like, so bad. And just something about, you know, like going through a struggle, being poor, and then being, you know, found, and then people adore you now. Like, I just wanted that so bad. I wanted that so, I would give anything for it. I would have killed for that. So I started standing him, especially because I saw people were like, he sounds like a girl. Ew, you like Justin Bieber? He sounds like a girl. Oh my god, how dare you like a girl? So I was like, no, he corny, but y'all cornier for that. So I'm gonna like him for the mere fact that y'all don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, something about that was just hella funny to me. So I like kind of fell into that, like, I love you, Justin. Oh my god, be my daddy, Justin. Like, meanwhile, you know, like, I had no wish to be romantically involved. If anything, like, I had dreams of him being my brother. All right, next, I'm gonna do foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in Fair Porcelain. And just kind of dot it around evenly as much as possible. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in Fair Rose. We're gonna kind of highlight. I remember thinking boys were cute, wanting to, you know, like, talk to boys, but I mostly just wanted to hang out with them, and they didn't really want to hang out with me. That really pissed me off. So I kind of was like, what do I have to do? Like, who dick do I gotta suck to be a boy? I just kind of fell into that, like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta, like, start. If I want to, you know, get their mannerisms, get their style, their swag, their skills and things like that, I gotta get in somehow. And the only way is to, like, to be what they want. So I did that. I just wanted to love people, and I wanted them to love me. And I just, like, didn't really know how. So I just did, you know, what I felt like was socially acceptable and, like, normalized, so that I wouldn't get bullied any more than I already did, right? 6th grade, I asked this guy out that, girl, let me tell you, like, there was, like, what, like, three cool boys that all the girls fawned after, and it pissed me off. It made me angry. Like, I was like, I thought I was cute, but I mean, never be like, I don't really see what you're seeing in. Like, you know, I just kind of like a wanna be Justin Bieber. I was bitter. I was oof. Next, I have this Velvet Cheek by Peri Para. I think you can get it at Forever 21 on the apples of your cheeks, or wherever you want the illusion of your apples of your cheeks to be. I like a high cheekbone. That's cute to me. I like to put a little bit on my nose. And Sometimes I like to put a little bit on my forehead. Call me weird, call me crazy, but bitch, I'm a clown. So then, okay, and you're gonna wanna like use your fingers maybe to just kind of blend that in a little bit. In 6th grade, there was this boy, we called him E, and he had that little snapback. He was cute. Like, TBH, I just wanted to be him, period. So, I remember I asked him out, right? He gonna say, sure. I was like, alright, that's good enough for me. We dated for 3 days. 3 days. You know what the kicker was? That made him want to leave me, I think. On the 2nd or 3rd day, it was Halloween. And I decided I wanted to be Justin Bieber for Halloween. He didn't like that. He did not like it. He did not like that. He thought that was weird. He tried to talk me out of it. I said, nah. On Halloween, all the kids got to like it. Their friends to come visit them in class. We got to like do whatever we want. So I was texting my boyfriend like, hey E, can you come to my class? Like, I want to see you. And he was like, are you still dressed as Justin Bieber? And I was like, yeah, duh. Like, it's Halloween. Of course I am. So he was like, are you still wearing the wig? Girl, I had the whole wig. I had the wig. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's the whole outfit, right? Like, that's all you need. You need the wig. And I was like, oh, of course I got the wig on. Like, what? Otherwise, I would just be a Backstreet Boy. I don't know what I would be without the wig. Like, that was the look. So I was like, yes, I got the wig on. And he was like, can you take the wig off at least, please? And I was like, wow, so you gonna make me take off my Halloween costume just so you can come see me? He gonna come up in the class like, and I'm like, hey E, can I get a kiss? And he was like, nah. I was like, can I at least get a hug? Can I at least get a hug? And he was like, okay, fine. He was like, the whole time we was hugging. And then he was like, all right, I gotta get my class. See you later. See you.
Got a blast.
Next day, his little homie Jay gonna hit me up like, so I was talking to E, and I'm like, I'm thinking, ooh, he's like, he wanna take it to the next level. Like he gonna give me a ring. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, yeah, what? What? Y'all was talking about me? What? He was like, I was talking to E, and he says he wants to break up. And I was like, what? He said, what now? He said, what? He was like, I don't know, bro. You just said he wanted to break up with you. And I was like, he couldn't talk to me himself. He couldn't at least, like, so I start calling. I'm like, what, fuck, you know what, fuck this. I start calling him, I'm like, hangs up on me. I'm like, wow. So it's like that. And then Jay gonna immediately text me like, can you stop calling him? He don't want to hear you cry on the phone. And I was like, Now he gonna hear me cry. Come to find out, he chose up. He chose up. He chose up. I mean, mind you, this was 6th grade. You know, I even remember during this time too, I had a girlfriend. Her name was M, as we'll call her. I remember she was telling me for weeks that, like, she thought she might be gay and that she might like girls and things like that. And I was like,
what's up, ma?
She invites me over. I'm like, mine was blown. Like, I had never seen titties in person. Next day, she ghosted me. She ghosted me. She gonna turn around and say, I'm not gay.
Guys, I'm not gay. I'm not.
So here I got my Maybelline Fit Me powder in Fair. So we're gonna set real quick. So I'm like, how you gonna say you're not gay? You're not gay with me. I'm a man. I'm a mount. Girl, I could give you a life. Fast forward. I come back to California and I live with my grandfather. Because things, again, were not really working out at my mom's house. My grandfather was offering me, you know, offering to take me in. So I was like, okay. You know, he always came over, had all these cool gadgets, had all these cool things to do. He was giving me all these gifts. I was like, hell yeah. And he like helped me, you know, go see friends without my mom knowing and stuff like that. So I thought, he was like the cool uncle type, cool grandpa type. Like, I was not gonna ever have a problem again. But I remember when I moved in, and I think I asked him straight up. It was the night I moved in. I asked him straight up. I was like, so what you gonna do if, like, I misbehave? Because we had never talked about, like, how he disciplines, because we never really been in that position. And he was like, you're just not gonna misbehave.
And
That's a bold assumption to make. Like, if you're somebody who knows me, you know how that story goes. It just really reaffirmed that idea that I am a girl, my life is suffering, and I have no say about it. I just have to just hope I get through it. Okay, when I got out of that situation, I came back and I ended up in a lot of other similar type situations. And I was still, you know, in the midst of all this, still asking to go by Garrett and it not being respected. You know, there'd be like 1 or 2 people, but just the fact that 90% of everyone else didn't just blew the whole operation. Like,
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the light bronzer. My grandfather, he never got caught. He was still out there, presumably living his best life, thriving, surviving. And I was, you know, just trying to, like, move on, I guess. Meanwhile, more and more traumas are compounding on each other. And so again, like, I had all these feelings of wanting to be a boy. Still, obviously. Yep, I just didn't have the time or energy to acknowledge it. This is the Milani Baked Blush. So dirty, sorry. In Luminosa. So, yeah. So, in high school, in my freshman year, I got about I got one teacher to call me Garrett. That class I did so well in. Every other class I wouldn't say I did awful, but I did not do very good. I had an IEP, and it was, you know, very awkward because like the teacher would like try to call me Garrett in the meetings, but then like no one else at the table would call me it, so he kind of like in class called me Garrett, but like in the meetings didn't, because he was just kind of like, I don't really know what to do here, dude. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, a little bit more on my nose, and on my forehead to call me weird. I don't care. And a little bit on my chin. So it was a very awkward dynamic for everyone involved. But sophomore year, I met well, it was somebody I was like acquaintances with. We sat next to each other in class, and she was telling me about binders. And I was like, a binder? You know, shouldn't you put your papers in and stuff? He was like, no, it smushes your boobs so that you can have a flat chest. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. And they were like, yeah, I got like an extra one in my backpack if you want it. And I was like, are you for real? Like, it felt like Christmas. Like, I was so happy. He gave it to me, and I started wearing it, and I was like, call me Garrett, call me Garrett, call me Garrett. I was like, pronouns later, but at least can someone call me Garrett? I swear to God. The Makeup Revolution lip liner in Grande. You know, teachers would snitch, these kids would snitch, they'd be like, but wait, aren't you, your name's Margaret. Why is Mr. M calling you Garrett now? I don't get it. And I'd be like, because my name's Garrett. They'd be like, no, it's not, it's Margaret, I don't understand. And I'd be like, oh my. And then the teachers had like this much willpower. I mean, to be fair, I understand, like, it's hard being a teacher, but at the same time, kind of like, they didn't really try for me, except for that one teacher. And so they just gave up pretty much immediately. So that sucked. But my mom took me to JCPenney that year, or that summer, for some boys' clothes. And I had like 3 little boy outfits that I wore like in rotation, and I was so happy. I'm gonna put this Koki Kissable Liquid Lipstick in Desire. Also, I'm gonna put on this NYX Pump It Up Lip Pumper Gloss in Jessica. Next, I'm going to use both of these Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascaras in soft brown and deep brown. And then I have a little spoolie. These are like, again, little disposable ones you can get just at a beauty salon. Just gonna brush that through. I came out as non-binary while I was involved with him. I had separated myself from him, but he was still in my life. It was this year. I think it was either this year or last year I came out as non-binary. Kind of testing the waters. Wanting to use they pronouns, but people didn't really want to use them. I even tried to use he pronouns as non-binary. That didn't really work either. So I was still kind of confused as to what to do. This year He made an attempt at my life, and I could have died. It was a coin toss. Damn near 50-50 chance I could have died. This was March 2020. Pandemic. Pandemic. COVID. Isolation. I was by myself. Felt like I had no family, no acceptance, nothing anymore besides fear. That's all I had, fear and loss and physical pain. Where would I have time? Where would I have time in any of this, you know? Glitter on, shimmer. This is Jesse's Girl Pure Pigment Dust in Sunset Boulevard. I'm just gonna straight up put it on my eyeballs. I don't really care if it looked good or not. Like, it's just pretty, and it's pink, and it has gold in it. So I'm gonna put it on my eye. And then now I'm gonna use this Ulta Beauty gel eyeliner blackout. I guess that's the shade. I'm just gonna kind of run it on here. I mean, I don't really care personally if it looks super sharp or anything. I'm just kind of going for a smoky kind of look, a little bit, you know, smoky liner. And then I'm gonna use my Real Techniques fine liner brush to kind of blend that out. I kept remembering that as a kid, I also was like just waiting. I was like, so when do y'all start feeling like girls? Like, when does that hit? I remember thinking, okay, once I get my period, like, I'll be ready. Like, I got my period. Yeah, I didn't really do much. Once that, I'll finally be a girl. And I just kept setting these rules for myself that were impossible at a point. And I was like, okay, once that happens, I will be good. And I kept hitting them. This is the ColourPop cream gel eyeliner in Peach Fuzz. I like to use both of these. This is the Maybelline Push-Up Drama, the Falsies Push-Up Drama Maybelline mascara. And this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Moral of the story is, I was just in traumatic after traumatic after traumatic after traumatic situation in a safe place, still very much traumatized, but at least I have the capacity, the space, the support to be able to stick to my guns and say, yes, I am Garrett and I am a man. Yes, I like makeup. Yes, I like to dress up. Yes, I like the color pink. But that doesn't make me any less of a man. I'm a man. And what you gonna do? You gonna fly through the computer screen? You gonna fly through the phone? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. I dare you. What's that? You said I can't hear you. That's crazy. This is my highlighter, ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek. I'm right where the light hit you. And then I have another highlighter, because I like to layer them, be hella blinding. I don't remember what this one's called. It's like Pearl or something. It's hella old, I ain't gonna lie. Whoa! Oh! It got in my eye. That got in my eye. Okay. So I'm just gonna use my little highlighter brush. Go straight in while it's still damp so I get extra blinded. Hit the pan again even. But yeah, that's my story. I hope I inspired someone. I hope you learned something from my makeup. I don't know, maybe you just had a good time. I hope you laughed, I hope you cried. I hope you enjoyed this in some way. I appreciate you if you got all the way through it. Thank you. See you next time.